So welcome to any of you that have decided to tune in today for our special or my special Spring Equinox meditation. This is a little bit different to my normal run of things on a Monday. I normally come to you with an episode and we just explore different things. Today, I thought it would be really valuable and powerful to welcome in this year's Spring Equinox, which happened this Saturday just gone, and it just marked the perfect balance between the light and the dark, and it marked the beginning of the literal return to the light. So every single day now, each day that goes by, we receive more and more light. We see new life erupting everywhere. And I wanted to just acknowledge and celebrate that. Spring is probably my most favorite time of year. I love all of the seasons, but I've got a huge appreciation and gratitude for spring. Just the fact that it marks new life and there's just so much light in the world. So I love that. Now, even though we're coming out of the dark and the cold of winter and moving into much lighter, brighter days, there is still so much darkness and toxicity around us right now. There is like people have got a personal and collective air of fear and judgment and just ever more division. So everywhere where I look, there's just ever more division, ever more separation. So how do we live in the light? Because this is what this whole meditation is going to be about, is how do we live in the light when that is what many of us are experiencing on a daily basis, or we just might have a few days where we can really feel it. How are we meant to live in this light, our source light, if we're experiencing this? Now, to live in the light, my knowing is that we must be in our own power. We must be empowered. And in so many ways, each and every day, we give away pieces of our personal power. You know, we do that when we judge, we give a piece of our personal power away. When we are in fear, we give a piece of our personal power away. When we blame, we give a piece of our personal power away. So we've got fractals every single day. We leave like fractals of our personal light and our personal power out there in the world. Like we literally deplete our light bodies and we clog our channel to source. You know, every single time that we are not in love, we clog, we block our connection to source light. So we must first clear down our light bodies, clear down our energy fields, unclog our channels and call our power back, which is, you know, what we're going to be doing today in today's meditation. You know, once we do that, once we clear all that, then we can begin to receive new life, new possibilities, new energy, new resources for our lives, new energy to be able to gain different perspectives, to be able to navigate anything and everything. So that is what the first part of the meditation is going to be about today. Now, I did actually put in the details of today's event to bring a piece of paper and pen because there is an option to do some inquiry at the end of the meditation. And also you can just write down anything that occurs to you as we move through today's guided healing, essentially. Okay. So I want you to settle down wherever you are, wherever you've chosen to come and do today's meditation. It might be that you're sat in your car. It could be that you're sat outside on a sofa, on a bed, on the floor, wherever it is that you are. I want you to just allow yourself to settle in. Settle into the space that you're in and settle into your body. So you're just going to relax and settle into your body. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. And I'm going to invite you to place your hands onto your heart space. So just placing your hands onto your heart space. And I want you to deeply inhale through your nose And exhale through your mouth. And just allow yourself to just land in your heart. To locate yourself in your breath. To bring yourself to a state of presence. Just for this short time. Just allowing everything else to fall away. Hey, Joe. And now I want you to bring your awareness into your own field, your own energy field, your own inner landscape. You're just letting everything else go, becoming acutely present. Giving yourself this space and time, so nowhere else to go right now, nothing else to do right now in this moment. So continuing to breathe into your heart space, in through the nose and out through your mouth. Now, we're going to call upon source energy today to facilitate this healing and this clearing. And as we open our channel to source, I ask that only light be allowed in. So only that which is light be allowed in. And we ask now that source cut any toxic cords, any cords of fear, judgment, anxiety, hopelessness, victimhood. And just sense, you will know what those cords are. Any cords that are attached to particular people or circumstances. We ask that source cut those cords, removing all toxic energy from your field. And with every out-breath, see those cords being disconnected. In every out-breath, allow yourself to let go and empty. It might even be manifested in your body in feelings like emotions, sensations. It might feel tight in your chest as you let go, as those cords cut. Let your chest expand that bit more. It might be that it's manifesting like some discomfort in your belly. All around that area is your safety and stability and your personal power, so that may well be out of whack. So as those cords are being cut, allow that to settle, those sensations to ease. Bringing into your mind any particular people or situations that have been taking your power. And see them now at a safe distance. They're a safe distance. They cannot get to you. They cannot affect you. And inside each one of these people or situations, see a ball of light. And that light, each ball of light, is a little bit of your inner power. A little bit of your light and your energy that they have taken from you or you have given away. So see those balls of light. Now I want you to imagine Source, beautiful light being, standing in front of you, facing those people and those circumstances. And one by one, Source calls back each and every ball of light, each and every fractal of your power and your light. And clears it of all darkness and toxicity, cleanses it purely and gathers it all together in a huge sphere of beautiful, pure light. Completely healed and restored light. And now that beautiful Source light being turns to you and asks you if you will allow yourself to receive all of your power back. All of those fractals that have been out there in the world, depleting your energy, draining your resources, taking away your personal power. Source now asks you to reintegrate this beautiful big sphere of light back into your field and into your light body. Don't be afraid of your power. Source is saying it is completely safe for you to be fully in your power. Don't be afraid. That's what I'm hearing. So just allowing that ball of light to integrate into your being now. As you breathe, you begin to receive this power, your power that has been returned to you, entering into the space just above your navel. That is your space of personal fat power. And then just see that being absorbed into your entire body. All of that power that has been called back, absorbed back into your body, permeating every cell from the tips of your toes right up until you reach the crown of your head. And as it does, it activates more and more of your personal power. It activates more and more of your light, your ability and strength to set healthy and loving boundaries. As it moves through your system, it is healing you. I want you to feel the resilience in your vessel, stability and safety, as you not only regain power within yourself, but you begin to feel stable and strong and home within yourself. Inner strength, inner light, that now is beginning to strengthen so much it begins to radiate a bright light that moves outside of your body now, like emanates outside of your body, forming a force field around you. So just imagine that light expanding, warm, golden light, moving outside of your body. Because these bodies are only a fraction of what we really are. We're a huge, huge energy field. So feeling that energy field expanding, that cleansed energy field, that cleared down energy field, expanding and expanding. Creating that force field, and within that force field is love and warmth and safety and protection. But that force field is also protecting you from anything external that you do not want to affect your energy, protecting you from anything that is not love. So anything that is not love. We're affirming now that nothing may enter that is not for your highest and best good. So in every way, you are confirming your autonomy and your sovereignty. And what I hear is that nothing in this earthly plane can take that away. Nothing can come in that you do not give permission to. You are safe in here. So I want you to continue to anchor into your breath. Every out breath, every exhale, receiving more and more healing. Just finding a few more moments of stillness in your breath and connection to your light, fully restored light. And with your eyes closed, you're just thanking Source for this powerful healing today. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for restoring my light. Just one more breath. Filling up your heart space. And then when you're ready, I want you to just return and just gently open your eyes. So now it is in this really clear, cleaned down space that I want you to inquire on, or place your focus upon, new life. Because new life is not possible for us. Living in the light is not possible for us when we're infected with all the toxicity, all of the things that are crowding around in our mind, all the ways that we just give our power away. But now that is cleaned down, let's open some space for our power to flow toward new life. So the first inquiry is, and you can answer this in your mind, you can write it down if you want to, is what seed do you want to plant? So what new seed do you want to plant at this time when there is so much new life poking through the soil, receiving the light? What seed or what new seed do you want to plant? What do you want to create more than anything? What desire do you want to bring out into the light and affirm? So the energy of that question all the same, really. So what new seed do you want to plant? What do you want to create more than anything? Because this environment right now would have us telling the stories of nothing new is possible, it's too much. So if that weren't the story, what do you want to create more than anything? What desire do you want to bring out into the light and affirm? Because when we affirm something, it really puts it into motion. Okay, and you can return back to this as well. So give it some space and time and don't push for anything. It might just be enough today that you've cleared down. And that is enough. The second part of this inquiry is what needs to die in order for you to begin to grow and nurture this thing? So what needs to die in order for you to begin to grow and nurture this thing, this new vision, this new seed in your life? So kind of what stories or beliefs are in the way of you doing that? What stories or beliefs are paralyzing you or inhibiting you right now? So just feeling into what comes up in your mind when you think about planting a new seed. Did it feel exciting, or did it just feel overwhelming, or did it feel impossible? Have a little look at what is there. Just become present to what is there that you think would get in the way of that. And then number 3, or the last part of this inquiry, what tiny freeing steps can you take now toward creating this new vision, or toward nurturing this new seed? And it can be a big step if you want to, but it could feel like you more just want to make a tiny step toward it, especially if you've been stalled or paralyzed for a long time. So what tiny freeing step can you take toward creating this new vision or nurturing this new seed that you want to plant? And of course, you can feel free to write down anything actually that came up during that clearing today, and just pay attention to what came up for you during that. Could have been all sorts of resistance, could have been super emotional. Just be present to it all and allow yourself to feel it all. Now, the clearing, or these types of clearings, or the clearing that I did for you today, forms a hugely important part of my daily practice. You become really, really aware of just how much debris you pick up as you move through your day. It can be a radio snippet. It can be a word that somebody says. It can just anything. We give our power away all day, every day, actually. And when you start to really clear down like this, you realize just how often you need to clear down. And just how powerful it is when you do take control of your own energy field. You know, we are very often in a kind of victim space within ourselves. You know, we are put upon by people, by circumstances, and then we sit with that in our system. We are living with toxicity moving around in our system. We're living with blockage that is literally blocking ourselves from our own light, from our own joy, from our own inspiration. We're blocked the majority of the time. So these practices, these clearing down practices, morning and night, are massive. They help strengthen your resilience, and it allows you to come from a place of love and light and clarity and strength, so that you can navigate all the things. You know, there's an awful lot to navigate right now for every single one of us. Okay. So thank you so much for those of you that jumped on. There were a couple of you that jumped on and then back off and then on and then off, but it will be permanently up on the page for anybody that wants to do this practice or wants to redo this practice. It has been massively transformational for me. It has just allowed me to understand and know that I can control what comes into my vessel. I can control how much light I am experiencing in my life. And that is everything. So today's clearing marks the beginning of a new evolution of Thrive Live, because the next series I'm going to be doing is going to be called Living in the Light, and I'm going to be having conversation with some incredible women about their personal journey to the light, what they had to overcome to get where they are at, and what practices they use daily to make sure that they stay connected to the light, that they stay connected to their guidance, so that they're able to operate out there in the world not just to the highest and best good for themselves, but also to the highest and best good for the world, really, and everybody they come into contact with. So I'm really excited about this next evolution, to having some amazing women come on and share their wisdom and their energy and their insight and their tips and all of that type of stuff. So I'm sending you so much love and light. And I will connect in with you all soon. If you had any experiences and you want to share them, please do share in the comments below. I think it just really helps to support one another. I'll speak to you soon.